Am I the asshole for not going to my uncle's funeral after what happened at the wake? Growing up, my Uncle Tim was an asshole. His favorite pastime seemed to be riling someone up. Then when they finally snapped, he played victim. He did this often. He also entered homes like he owned the place, was very rude and demanding. I didn't know a part of fault lies with his family members for enabling him. But growing up, I'd watch him treat my mom, his sister-in-law, like absolute garbage, boss her around her own house, argue with her, etc. My dad also stood by and allowed it. So again, he is at fault. My mom and one of my aunts, another uncle's wife, would try to stand up for me, my sister, and my cousins, but were constantly shot down, being told they were too soft with us, and we were just disrespectful little brats for not tolerating his antics. The final straw for me when I was 12 was when my uncle, in front of me, started talking shit about my mom behind her back. He said some vile stuff. I got pissed, told him off, and of course, he turned around and played victim. But this was finally enough for my mom to put her foot down. She said we wouldn't see Tim anymore until he apologized. Tim, feeling he did no wrong, refused to. This went on for nearly 20 years. People would try to get us to change our minds, but we wouldn't as we knew Tim hadn't changed. Last week, I found out Tim passed away. My dad maintained a close relationship with Tim over the years and asked that I come to his wake and funeral. I chose to, out of respect for him, as I believe wakes and funerals are for the living, not the dead. At the wake, everything was fine as a wake can be, I guess, but I know people were looking at me weird and wondering why I was there. At one point, one of my other uncles, Dan, confronted me and asked why I was there. I said I was there for my dad. Dan told me I made every family gathering awkward, that people constantly had to pick between me and Tim. I never asked them to do so. I didn't care who hung out with him. I would still go to some events he attended, like larger parties, just not smaller, intimate gatherings. That's where Dan feels it's my fault, because often they felt they had to invite me over Tim. I understood Dan was grieving and just tried to escape the situation. However, he was not the only one to say something, and overall, I got the vibe that no one wanted me there. I talked to my dad after and said I wouldn't attend the funeral. My dad really wanted me to go. I said the family clearly doesn't want me there, and I'm not interested in drama. My dad kept insisting, but I said I really didn't want to keep hearing about how I was the problem. I didn't go to the funeral. My dad is still upset with me and feels I should have gone for him. I said I would go with him to visit Tim's grave another time, if that was important to him. He said it's not the same. I'm starting to feel bad. My dad and I haven't been close, but our relationship was getting better, and now I wonder if this will ruin it. What do you think? Was Opie the asshole? Comment down below.